appendix, I got a chance to. That's the informational section. I can do that one, right?
Here you go. Oh, here's your keys. Nope. No, here's, you can look at
There's no
those.
agenda?
You can keep those if you want to prove them.
We just gotta work on our plans.
I'm gonna get in the office.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
You want me to run in there? Real quick?
That part, yeah.
Let me run in the office.
If you don't mind, you got one there. Oh, you need a phone, that's not fun. It might be.
Second, I just want to stick these little doors before I forget.
Well, this is yours, right? We'll tie to each other. Right? It should use, if the mouse goes fast,
You just send me off crap.
I know, I got one of those, and I took it out and looked at it with my grandson. So I use this with my iPad. He said, I said, do you help set it up for me? He goes, it's really simple. But then I realized when we came home, must be Nick and White Master going in. Oh, he had to cook. What are we waiting on? You know? What's he getting? We're just, he's grabbing an agenda.
they have something to work off of. Is that what that was?
Yeah.
We don't. Okay.
Alright, so we're working on our phones.
We'll have the phones.
Alright.
Did you need one, an agenda? I have one.
Do ya?
Yes, I asked for it from Bob today.
Yeah.
I have the entire packet.
Would you mind? copying that with her?
I mean, if you want a copy it, have at it, sure. Just the agenda, or do you want the rest of the stuff with it?
We'll take all of it if we can. Really, the only the last page I think is important for our meeting.
Yeah, the minutes are on there, the emails regarding Mary Riley's time and availability, April 22nd, I believe. And
Yeah, cause we get it in email, but
Sure, yeah,
usually
and
has
those
them
copies
printed,
are
so
on.
we don't.
Right, yeah, that was my public comment today, was to say I was so pleased that he had it all, and he gave it to me all. I had to go through FOIA to get it. That was nice.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that citizen planner class.
Isn't it?
I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was so
I've done my classes in college. But that's how they were in college, I thought they were.
Mhm.
You guys looked at that yet?
No, I haven't even gotten any information on it, so what is, it's the,
I haven't.
so it's a planning, yeah, so it's,
We'll probably touch on it
Okay.
in new business.
okay, that sounds good,
We gotta work on it.
okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I feel better talking about how I've done it.
Yeah,
'Cause I've been working on it for the last like.
I know Mary was
Yeah.
talking about the, in
Yeah,
person.
I did it in person because they actually had it in person in our area.
Yeah.
And Mary Riley was so excited to be able to do it in person here because usually she's somewhere else, you know, traveling. And so this way she was, you know, coming from work and
Is she from here?
she's from the Ludington area.
Oh, really?
But she works out of the Manistee office.
What's cool about the online is you get to see her and Kurt Schindler.
Yeah,
They're in the videos, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I remember, because Kurt Schindler recorded it when we were going through all that stuff here in Wellston.
mm-hmm.
So it's like a blast from the past. He looks the same now anyway.
Yes,
But I'm like, that was exactly how he looked as I remember him.
yeah.
I saw him in one of the parades. Let me see. And Kurt Schindler, I can understand, wrote all this, right?
Right, he wrote all of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he? Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And
We're talking about, and every 5 years you have to review.
Right, that's what they said, okay,
That's what we're doing right now.
okay.
So, but he,
And who's rewriting it, the 2024 one then?
a guy named John,
Oh, okay.
he's like the assistant.
Bob,
Oh, Ben?
Ben
Ben
is,
is,
you mean
okay.
Ben.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
Ben,
okay, yeah,
So he's, okay,
yeah, he's,
all right.
yeah, he's, we're, you know, we throw out ideas and thoughts and then he's
And then
putting it
puts
together.
into- Okay.
Yeah,
So we're going through that, Andy, ideas on the rewrites on this. You just put down page 7, word this way, write this way. You know, or,
Okay.
did you kind of read through it the last week? Did it kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
she had some stuff when.
Well, I didn't know, I didn't know
That's
if you
good.
already did then.
But no, it's still a rough draft, so we
Okay.
can, you know, if you got things, then we'll wanna go back and look at it, so.
Nothing is finalized.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't, okay, cause
Yeah.
the first ones, I kind of found some mistakes and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if the mistakes that we fixed.
That's what I was wondering, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, cause you're supposed to have given them the clean copy.
We
But
did.
I wonder.
We never got that. We had a dirty copy, we had our corrections, and we've never seen a clean copy.
Oh, yeah, okay, alright.
Yeah.
Cause one of my comments,
sir.
was
Thanks for letting me know. Sure, no
little
problem.
mountain bottom corner of it.
Yeah,
That was your point.
that's what I wanted to do.
What's that all of them?
Yeah,
It's-
So,
Yeah.
Well, yes. And this last report, this one was just, we just had it for the county and we were complaining about how small this one was. And this, they had blow up ones for us, but then I did love that Dr. Botzer had said, you know, we really need to have it. You're gonna have to read it.
oh, that's the boxes we're playing?
He's on that county planning, yeah,
Oh, he's a good guy.
yeah.
I like him. I like his driveway. Alright, okay. Call order?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So first we'll go over roll call. Everyone present, Anderson, Dr. Crawford, Fisher, and Schiller. We got a full house today. So, the agenda, look over here. Any changes to the agenda for tonight?
that what?
The appendix?
Yeah,
I'm assuming that,
that's what it is, yeah, that's what he meant,
yeah,
cause it said 17.
so 8th chapter, even though it's not the 8th chapter, something to do with so. For,
I'll make the motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion and agenda approved. Okay, so we're gonna go right into the public hearing then scheduled. So nothing scheduled. So, nothing scheduled there, so go to public comment. Public comment? Yes?
I wanna thank Bob Hall for getting me the packet in advance formally, and, one thing I noticed is I did come over here over the weekend, Friday, I believe Saturday or Sunday, and there was no posting for this meeting. While it is only an 18-hour requirement for the meeting posting, I was a little stunned to see this morning when I came by that it said it was posted on 12/10. It's concerning. Also, I took pictures, when I was here. But the other, thing is I noticed in the far corner, it's got the schedule for next year. On Sunday when I was here, there were, 2 days left off, April and May. I see they're on there now. I don't believe that was approved by this board.
We'll look at it.
I know I took a picture of it, but I'm using my phone. I just, kinda wanted to bring that to your attention because he does have those listed out there. And if I recall rightly, the board was gonna decide what days Mary was A, available, and B, when, something about April and May, I think, if I recall. I didn't really look it up.
Hey, could you repeat that again?
So April and May, on the listing that was outside, on Sunday, were open lines. It's probably underneath what's there now, because they seem to be piling now. But they have been included now, there are actual dates on there, and the April 22nd being one of them, which is apparently the Mary Riley, which is coming up.
We'll have to look at the resolution that we signed last
It's
week.
because of, we didn't want to.
What we did is, it's in the minutes there, so we proposed dates of May 20th and April 22nd. We didn't have them on the original schedule, we weren't sure what of those 2 days Mary Riley is gonna be working with us on the vision plan. We now know, which we'll find out later what date that is, so we put both those dates on there.
But there's dates on there already, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
there are dates, and I didn't know if that's what you all had decided were going to be the dates.
So what we did was, because we didn't know if Mary Riley would be doing it in April or May,
Right.
we had tentatively set up our, until we got word from Mary what day we would be doing it. We
Okay,
had tentatively set up our schedule,
alright,
waiting on word from her when we were doing, that's why April and May weren't up, because we weren't sure what we were doing yet.
right.
But we had backup dates in case Mary Riley wouldn't go with it. So we were just waiting on word from her.
Thanks, I noticed they were updated, I just didn't recall if it was a tentative or proposed or what it was. And my last thing, any word on, cell tower? Any further notice, anything?
Nothing.
Okay.
We're waiting, we're recording to Bob, we're waiting on them on their end.
Yeah, that was last month, right. I just wondered, 30 days later, things can happen, so.
Nothing, right?
Thank you. It's good to see everybody. Merry Christmas.
Oh, can I do a public comment? I apologize. I want to thank Mike Lynn for her 5 years of service as our librarian. And,
Congratulations. Aw.
just a correction also on my name. It's with a K, not a C.
Oh, and mine's got an E on the end.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
Mine's
You
got an
I
E
should
on
know
the
this
end.
too,
should know better.
but I was typing so fast.
Oh, that's funny. You don't have to put our name.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah, we do.
Do that? Oh, and yours? Oh.
No, everybody.
Michael's a liar.
There was some corrections to make. Okay. So, no more comments from the public? Alright, we'll close that section. We're gonna move to, the approval or correction of minutes. Anything, any change in the minutes from last week? I know there was a lot we talked about last week.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so motion passes. Unfinished business and reports. So we'll start off with the township board representative.
We approved the poverty guidelines, that on state taxes. That's really it.
What's that?
So if you are under a certain poverty line, you get help with your taxes, basically. Basically something that, simple. And the state sets those poverty guidelines every year, we just have to approve them on our end, what the state says, for concept.
Good.
And people apply for that, right?
Right,
Yeah, you don't automatically.
No, they have to apply.
They
for
have
it,
to
yeah.
apply, yeah.
Other than that, I don't remember what else that.
Zoning board of appeals, we don't have anybody here, especially part of that yet, so. The zoning administrator, Bob Hall's not here. Am I going too fast for you, Andy?
No, you're good.
Okay. So that's gonna finish, up the unfinished business reports section. Moving on to new business. Special meeting, April 22nd at 6 o'clock has been, confirmed. If you guys look at the last page of this, you'll see the correspondence between Bob Hall and Mary Riley. One thing that they asked us to, did you guys get a chance to read the email? The last page email?
Yeah.
She said, something to think about how we're gonna title it, like our, she used ChatGPT, that's nice. She just gave out 4 different examples there for what we can name the vision meeting. Something a little different than this vision meeting. So we just gotta, we obviously have a time before we gotta worry about that, but that's something we need to figure out, how we wanna, kind of like marketing this meeting, right?
Great.
You want people to come. So how we're gonna do that. So being that the meeting is in April 22nd, that buys us plenty of time to finish off the master plan revision, that we're planning on doing. And then, they talked here as well about the survey, whether we were gonna do a survey before or after. We talked about that last week too, last month. Anyone thought about what they think makes more sense? She says it works either way, I believe. We can keep that in both ways, yeah. But the vision guide could be used as a guide to the survey questions, or we could do the survey afterwards, after the meeting. We have thought about that. Obviously, there's all kinds of that too. And we'll have that thing in place for the texts. You weren't here for that last time,
Oh, yeah, I have.
but you're aware of it?
Yeah, I have it for the library too, that I use it for the tax startup with explorers, is that what you're
Yep.
talking about?
And I did run into, Richard one day here, stepped in, and, he was all for that.
Yeah, that's the other thing I said,
The-
I brought that
Yeah.
up at the meeting,
Yeah,
and they were fine with that, or thinking on that, and it should be fine.
that'll be, and hopefully, just will continue to encourage anybody to sign up. I know I still have to sign up, but, you know, the more people we can get on that,
Yeah, I'm trying
The
to
better.
too, in the library.
yeah, that'd be good. And then I gave him, one of the townships, I think it's Bear Lake, because the county, it was a long time ago that we started working on this. And so that kind of, I think they started before COVID, and so that kind of got lost in the shuffle, and you notify what you're doing. But what, they did was, there was a nice letter that was sent to the county, planning commission indicating that they were working on it and here were when their dates were, for the people coming and the public input. So it was a nice way of kind of letting the county know, but also putting in the dates, so if anybody from the county wants to attend those, they can. So that, I gave him a sample of that, cause I thought that was a nice way of kind of, cause then we're not doing it twice. We can just let them know and invite them. And we will have possibility, one of the things that's in our, about the land usage person that kind of put that together from Northwest, may be available that night too. I'll let him know the date.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, he won't be here from Northwest, but he'll be here for the county, just to kind of give, as a public person.
You know his name?
Yeah, Mike,
Musicola.
yeah, I can never spell it and say it.
It's Zicola.
Huh? Can you say?
SZOKOLA, Mike Zicola.
S Z
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
A.
I believe it's O, SZO.
K O L A.
Yeah.
SZOKOLA. Cause we, obviously, we didn't contract with Northwest, so they wouldn't be here as Northwest, but he's certainly willing to help. And he was our past county planner.
Northwestern Michigan?
Northwest is out of Traverse City, it's the Networks Northwest, and they were another option that we had to do in our plan, and they're doing quite a few in the county. But we didn't contract with them, we contracted with Mary Riley.
Okay. Okay, so we have the special meeting scheduled April 22nd at 6 p.m. So that is official.
That's the vision meeting.
That is the day of the vision meeting. And then, the master plan, chapter 7. Here we go. Has everyone had a chance to read over it? It is very close to the old one. April 22nd, 6 p.m.
Are we considering doing two a day and week? With that wasn't an option, that was one more.
That'll be good after something like that.
Yeah, it's just the one, and then we can go from there.
Trying to think what's the meeting was.
One note on that, how do we do marketing for that? Like, the township will put out flyers around the area?
Well, we have the text thing, we can send that out, they'll help, they'll put a posting on, words,
On the board.
on the bulletin board, yeah, they'll put a bulletin board up in that, what else? Last time I did it, we didn't really have anything marketed for it, so I really don't know. Something we could talk to them about maybe,
I mean,
seeing how we can get.
how hard would it be to literally get 10 flyers put on? I'm not sure what you're allowed to do in this situation.
Yeah.
I mean, with my business, I just print it off, put it up. I don't know how to do that, so. I don't know.
Yeah, then having it posted like at the post office, the library, and letting people know. I'm sure the grocery stores would put it up on their bulletin boards, those have community, because we don't have the bulletin anymore. But, yeah,
The bulletin.
the Wilson.
Oh, it's gone now?
Yeah,
Been up for a while.
yeah,
Really? I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah.
2 years.
Is it for now?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Caitlin did it for at least 6 months, she put it out herself. Another, and then it's 2 months.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe it hasn't been that long, maybe there's.
Yeah.
But it hasn't.
Yeah. So, and then we can, there's the Wellston page too, we could put it on there,
Oh, yeah.
on Facebook.
It's Facebook, right? Who's responsible for that?
Yeah, what's happening?
For
Just
the
on those,
announcement.
it's just individuals,
Yeah, we don't
I
have
do think I
something
do.
like that, I don't think.
not official.
Does the
Warren
township have
handbook.
one?
I-
Yeah,
I'd have to talk to Richard about
okay,
it.
so talk about.
Maybe you just
Maybe the
make comment,
township has some.
turn off comments, so you don't have them.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
the vision
They can
meeting
just,
isn't on
you know,
Facebook, but it's
yeah.
an actual person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Alright, so chapter 7, of course, a little bit of a corner that I hate. Did you guys see anything that you didn't like or wanna change before I start saying what I think?
Well, on 57, the tennis courts, I think we could probably safely take those off of there.
I still put that one too.
And is that not, Randall is not spelled correctly either, is that actually?
And,
Yeah. So I'm
I-
assuming it was the Randall family that put them in, you know, that probably donated, because they look right. But, yeah, I circled that, but then it's like, it's a mute point, because they don't exist.
the township owns that property, right?
Yes.
I know it's probably a topic for our, goals for the future, but it would be cool if we could convert those somehow just into more courts.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Because people would actually use them,
Yeah.
and you can get more courts in there. You can probably get 3 courts in there, couldn't you? Where the 2 are right now. There's a ton of room on each side. I
Yeah.
remember playing there as a kid. I don't know what it costs to do that. Maybe,
Yeah.
are we allowed to do like fundraising and stuff for stuff like that? Or have to be like have to sell Welton, put a fundraiser together, do something like that?
Yeah. Be the board to kind
It
of
would
look
have
at
to
it
be the board
first.
because it's township property.
Yeah.
There we go,
I mean, whatever they did to get the playground over here, I mean, that's township
Yeah.
property too, isn't it?
put it in there.
Yeah.
This is about expanding the task force, updating them.
Well, and it's really a conversation for the future plan we have in a couple sections from now. Cause I think, not the next chapter, the following chapter is future plans and goals. I could see that serving the community better than a crummy old tennis court that no one's gonna ever use. I tried using it 10 years ago and I couldn't because it was so bad.
Yeah.
I'm not even messing with it anymore.
I don't think there is.
It looks really sad, yeah. What is there is so sad.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't sure, because they had the Candy School District, how that was an existing rec facility. That they had, you know, I mean, that's not, it didn't make any sense that it was a recreational, because I mean, it's not exactly like your,
Are they counting the trails that ran along the outside, the cross-country trails? We're talking about Brother School there, right?
yeah,
So what?
but,
There
you
used
know,
to be some trails that ran,
There's cross-country course on the outside of the
how
house.
did it still there?
Yeah.
I
is
think
it
so.
still there?
Still there.
Is there
Yeah,
I
cross
know,
country?
pretty well.
Yeah,
But
they,
is it public? Is it a public running course or is it,
that's a great question, you can ask, what's the coach's name?
there's no gate for you to
No.
walk in there?
There's no gate, right,
Yeah.
it's just a
Yeah,
little,
it's just a little
Large way?
I think it's a public, it's a kind of ski, track, I would assume, right? I mean, you could probably run around there, I'm guessing. I would guess it's open to the public.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that's there though, cause this isn't actually Norman Township.
That was mine.
But there's a section, there's another section, a couple things from that's nearby stuff, right?
Well, but no, these are 2 miles southeast of Wellston, 25.7. K&D probably has land in
Oh.
Norman Township.
Oh, I see.
But I don't understand how it's a recreational facility, because if it's just vacant land,
Right.
it's not like you're gonna go recreate on it. So I wasn't sure why that was there under this. You know, the other ones make sense in terms of there's picnics, you know, so I wanted some clarification on
Yeah.
that, you know.
So ask if Ben for some clarification on that.
Yeah.
I think he literally just copied this and put it on here with the charts.
Yeah.
I will say is, why can't we have a map? The township and have it marked, like, little arrow, this is this, and this is the thing, I can do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I get upset about that, if you need me to make it for them, but it seems that that'd be easier, it'd be great to have the directions to get there, and the history behind it's cool. But if we just had a map of, then we wouldn't even ask about that right there.
Right,
We just say, what's this circle right here?
yeah.
2 miles southeast of Wellston. It doesn't even say, what road it's on. So,
And also the Alvarado is the, too, shouldn't that be on
Yes, that should be, because that's been updated, yeah. Oh, it is,
Is
the,
it?
I thought it was.
yep, it
Oh, I
is,
didn't
yep,
think it was.
US Forest Service. The public winter, where is it? Yeah, it's about 9.
Oh, here it is,
Yeah.
sorry, I did not see it.
And maybe some updated, because they did quite a job on that, maybe a little more description, because they did go in and clean it out, and so,
It looks so nice now.
yeah, so let's put an updated description.
Not caught up, Andy?
Well, I'm still on, read chapter 7, chapter 8 of master plan.
Oh, Jasper, we haven't touched yet. We're not going to. We're just gonna. All my notes are the next pages. Is it possible, do you think, on, page 58 at the top where it says, it is the nearby, so facilities not located within Northern Township nearby? The Udall Hills Cross Country Ski and Mountain Bike Trails, we put there commonly known as Big M.
Yeah,
I mean, no one's gonna know it as Udall Hills Cross Country Ski and Mountain Bike Trails. We probably put commonly known as, for people that here know what that is.
yeah,
And then, what I was surprised to see is they didn't put the disc golf course on there.
Always?
Yeah, we got a disc golf course. We don't.
I didn't know.
It's at the end of Udall Hills Road, I believe, right? I just saw the sign.
Other side, no, it's the rollways, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So you
it's
take
on the north side of the road.
take a right instead of a left.
Yeah, yep.
It dead ends at the river. There's a picnic area there, and, there's a, disc golf course. It's actually a nice one. It's been there for at least 10 years.
So add in there,
and that's on your hills as well.
I wanna say it is.
it's the rollways.
Oh, the
Udall
rollways.
Hills
Yeah, it's called
Road.
Udall rollways. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure what road that is. I just follow the signs. I go down there. Anything else you guys see on page 58?
Would we put the golf course on here? I mean, we didn't, these are all more public kinds of, but, yeah, cause we do have a golf course. Would that be a recreational existing? I mean, it's private
Yeah,
owned,
it's private.
but,
I assume it was private.
yeah, that it
But then
would,
we
yeah, that's what I was,
Then, like, where we draw the line, we talk about the campground down there too.
yeah, yeah,
I do believe they also had a section of local businesses and stuff. that
Yeah, they
they're
will.
planning on doing in there, so they'll be in there, that end of it.
And we talk about Sand Lake in the page prior to, I believe.
yeah.
That's Sand Lake access, yeah. Which is a really cool thing we got too. I love Pine Lake.
I do too, 'cause I love it. That's all.
Oh, you do?
I love it.
Like Crystal and Pine Lake, you know?
Crystal Lake is in Pine Lake.
Yeah,
They're
they're
already
both,
in
they're both in there, yeah.
It's OD and this thing.
And Donald Lake, I didn't realize Donald Lake is a campground too. So, that's cool. There's a, there's a campground there.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a campground there, I thought it was just, kind of a rustic.
Drive through, yeah.
I apologize, I don't think Donor is an active campground anymore,
Yeah.
considering the federal forest. Can't maintain it.
So let's have him double check that.
What's the question?
It just depends on like whether it is like the city.
Yeah.
So it's an active campground, and if it's four, it's even an active boat launch.
I think it's just
I
boat
think
launch,
it's just
right?
boat launch.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
It's a boat launch.
I'm not sure.
My grandma was in Illinois, but I've never seen her go camping.
Yeah.
Well, when, anyways. Alright. On page 59, does it seem weird to anybody else, there's a list, of the equipment list on here? Is that normal to put the equipment list? On this?
What was it?
Page 59, the equipment list for what the township fire department?
Okay.
I've seen it in other plans.
Okay, I'll just share this.
Yeah,
That is normal.
yeah.
That's cool.
And it kind of gives a sense of how the aging of the vehicles kind of plant that seed of, hey, you know, if you're from 1967, will you be, maybe that kind of to be updated, you know? But that's a DNR problem.
Also, that's
Yeah.
the DNR owns that.
Right,
Same with the 86
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
And our fire truck is a 2003? Oh, we
Yeah.
14 pickup. I thought we had a dump truck, like a maintenance dump truck. Oh, it's just for the fire department.
This is for that.
On the solid waste and disposal recycling, they put on the very bottom there, very precise, Saturday 8 to noon, Wednesday 4 to 8. Is that a good idea to put like solid dates and times in the master plan?
No,
It's not 4 to 8. No, it's
That's
4
not
to.
yeah,
And then six,
Yeah.
4 to 6 in the winter.
I would say that, no,
Shouldn't it just be like there's
there are set times,
Yeah.
yeah.
like set times to be set by the township board?
Mhm.
It seems silly, you kind of set yourself up for failure if you want to change anything. Like that. And then, I mean, even having the spring cleanup, I mean, what if stuff got,
And we moved it to fall,
yeah,
yeah, we could
Just
put
put
it in
like-
the community, sorry,
well, go on.
just put community cleanup
Yeah.
is offered once or twice a year.
Like,
Oh, instead of putting a date?
well, instead of putting even a season,
Yeah,
just, the transfer station is available to residents, on a schedule determined by the township board. In addition to, weekly waste drop off or, a seasonal cleanup is also, determined by the board. Something like that.
It doesn't make any sense to put solid dates and times on, because you don't change anything.
We don't know if our contract with the public is done in 2 years and they double our rate, whereas new people want to do it on Thursdays. We gotta do a resolution to modify this, I guess.
You might wanna include that that's done by special assessment, because it is special assessment,
Approved parcels only.
and it's on improved parcels only by special assessment. It's not free, it's not available to everybody.
Mhm.
It's just improved parcels by special assessment.
Any resident in Manistee County, bring their,
No,
No.
they can't.
Yeah, it'd be in Norman Township.
Well, that's what it's saying, I think, to bring pre-sorted, recycled materials to the mobile, I thought that was a discussion we
Oh.
had at the board too, that they didn't want.
And the recycling's open 24/7.
Yeah.
But
Not
to
much
the
you can-
Manistee County, the whole county? or-
I don't know if we can really, you know,
I didn't know, I just thought maybe, I thought it was Norman Township, but it's for the whole county.
maybe we can just reword that, just like, any resident of Norman Township has the availability to recycle and other people use it, it's not like we're.
We're not checking IDs, I mean.
Well, I know that, but
Yeah.
they were having an issue with a lot of people from outside our township coming in and
Using it,
using it, and that's, I just know at a board meeting,
but they were concerned about
they were
that.
concerned about it, and so.
That's not using the transportation.
No, it's using the
Just
recycling
recycling.
trailer. Is it the trailer?
Yeah, they-
The-
They got those cars, there's a guy that runs that.
Maybe you know.
Is the recycling
Yeah.
trailer still PCA?
I think so.
Okay, so basically I'm wondering if, because the recycling trailer, the interesting thing is that money is supposed to be going back to the schools for the cardboard that's going into that trailer.
Also, maybe you gotta leave it on there because it's for the cow.
Well, it'd be for K and D, yeah, but I mean, that would be good to clarify too, because I know Manistee City just, when Manistee Catholic left, they'd had a really nice recycling transfer station. And the city worked out, but they couldn't have the PCA trailer unless it was connected to a school. So the city has taken it over, put it at the city garage, you can come on such and such a time to put stuff in the trailer with an ID, from the city, and the money has to go back to the school, to the local district. So I was wondering, when I was hearing that, with that, I was going, so how do we have a trailer in Norman, it must be tied in, that money is going to the school then. Because otherwise, we're not in compliance here either, it should be going to K and D. I know it used to when the elementary, it was a no-brainer because the school was more involved in it, in terms of the straightening and all of that. But that might be good to check out too before we put it in. Plus yeah,
So figure out where the money's going to that,
yeah,
whether it's Brethren or if it's the high school.
yeah, let's go to the K and D school district, would be the district that's in the,
Because I know that they were closing the glass and the plastic sometimes because it was so cold,
yeah.
and that was a concern,
Plus, there's a whole, everybody is joining up on recycling each township signs on. Because there's monies to help with covering this, so I think this area, we really need to find out what's going on with that committee too. There's a whole recycling group that,
I sit on it. committee there.
oh, okay, so
Dairy
you,
recycling.
yeah,
It's the PA 69, and Carla Caston from BART has come talk to Norman Township Board a couple of times. Several times to, sign on. They have shown no interest on changing from Republic. I think it's a really good program, simply because, they do accept the glass,
yes,
to where Republic is not accepting glass to be recycled. And now with the state, with Part 115, there's gonna be a lot more stringent, rules and regulations that everyone's gonna have to, I guess, abide by. But, and with that being said, I'm also gonna be on that committee with the 3 county collaboration, Misaki, Wexford, and Manistee have collaborated together. We're forming a committee, and from our meeting today, we are still missing 2 at large from city and township, so if anybody's interested, that would be great. And for you to look into that.
how often do you meet?
Well, we're just forming the committee now, it's gotta be 15 member from each of the counties, so, I mean, it's gonna be pretty large.
Yeah.
So, but that's right now, we're missing from a city and township participant, so.
And Nick, I guess I would really like to push that you take this back to the township to encourage them to go with what the county is doing,
Right.
that we not be the outlier.
Mm-hmm.
Because for one thing, like you said, the glass, cause now we can't do glass, and I'll tell you, every time I put glass in my garbage, I'm really
You're cringing.
cringing.
Yeah.
To me, that is totally inappropriate. Plus, we're doing our recycling with a public. How do we know they're not just taking that and dumping it and they're done?
Right.
So just, sorry, I apologize. The hesitancy, in my opinion, may be because of trash compactor. So I don't know on how they could couple, because the PA 69 is GFL, provider that picks up the recycling. I mean, we, still keep the PCA, the cardboard trailers, but, as far as the recycling, it is through GFL provider. So, I don't know, that might be one of the hesitancies that they're,
But to me, those are things that we could work through, and it would be nice for Norman Township to be a part of the county.
Right.
Because as opposed to, we hear, oh, there's one group that is not, one township that has not signed on, and
Mm-hmm.
I've kinda gotten used to it, county meetings going, oh, but I guess that's who that is.
Right.
And it would keep people from saying to me, why do you live there?
Right.
And this is because we won't adopt, recycling glass?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, why I live there.
I'm just asking, so I'm writing this down.
Yeah, because what's gonna be next? Are we gonna be told we can't take our cans? I mean, to me, we've got this, and there's money attached to it for recycling, and it's bringing it up to the, time period that we're in now. So why wouldn't we move forward with it as well?
Right.
I mean,
I guess I could say one too. Sorry again, the recycling is just kinda exciting to me. There is a pilot program over in Arcadia Township for styrofoam, so that's exciting.
yeah, and we actually have some, our commissioner was actually on that committee. So it makes sense that we would support also what our board of commissioners is doing on a countywide basis. So, have fun. Take that back. Take that back.
We gotta do my notes.
Okay.
Page 60, nothing else on 59, right?
Then I think
It's
that's,
about roads.
yeah,
Look at all
hopefully.
these roads we got. We got dirt roads, we got paved roads.
That's on page 60?
Page 59.
Okay.
And then it briefly talks about, private roads being built and turned into public roads, would be considered public roads. Looking at how that all works right there, it's pretty standard. I thought it was kind of weird on page 60 is a map showing number of addresses for road segments to be useful to plan for and prioritize an upgrading. Why would they add that in the master plan?
Not for what?
If they talk about a physical map that, shows number of addresses for road segments, but doesn't say what the map is, where to get the map, it just talks about a map.
So we want that map that exists.
If it exists, or at least reference it, like a map showing number of addresses which can be obtained by Madison County Road Commission. I would think something like that.
Well, and it would be really interesting to get, because my understanding is until they update their map, Hoxseyville may still be misspelled.
Depends on which side of the road you're on.
No,
But,
So there's an E on one end and there's no E on the other end.
well, until that sign wears out, they're not gonna change that sign, even though it's incorrect. But they also haven't updated the map, even
They
though it's
haven't?
in. No, so, but I like the fact that we know how to spell it out here,
Right.
I always get my packages.
yeah.
Then they have these, the next is like the ranking of the roads in our county, in our township,
What page is this?
page
60.
60.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
I didn't realize that Baker Road from Captain to Cedar Creek Road is our most important road in the whole. Why is that? Not that I got a problem with Baker Road.
Baker to Cedar Creek.
They just said our highest road in rank is Baker Road from Cabernet Highway to Cedar Creek Road.
Is that to get it
What is
done?
there that I'm missing?
Oh, it's to get it, is it a highest priority to get it taken care of?
Yeah,
Was it
Yeah.
to fix the road?
Yeah, to fix the road.
Oh,
Yeah, it's to fix the road, cause is that one paved in that section?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so. So I think that's the highest
Yeah.
priority.
okay.
Yeah, I think it's, how I'm reading this is the ones that need improvement, and the highest one, they're looking at Baker being the next one.
The why Snyder Road? Didn't they just repave that entire road like 5 years ago?
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
don't.
but not-
that's-
Oh,
then.
the other side of Snyder.
Yeah,
That's all dirt.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It's horrible.
Yeah,
It's the
I
worst
live
road.
down that road.
It's the worst road.
Just done every day.
Okay.
so it's to look at starting to pave some of these roads that haven't,
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Now I'm
That's
understanding
the
what's going
ranking
on.
of-
here.
yeah,
If we're gonna pave roads, these roads should pave.
Right.
yeah,
I was with you, Doug, and you're like, why are these roads so important?
yeah,
What happened there?
yeah. Cause this costs us money.
Well, then if we're gonna, maybe we should be more specific. Snyder Road north of Cabernet Highway.
Mm.
Yeah,
Can I make a suggestion? I'm sorry. That's what you get for having a commissioner in the room. If you would like to reach out to the road commission, manager Brad, he would be more than happy to come and discuss, the road situation before you make final decisions for the master plan. It kinda comes up every so often, every year, and just the cost analysis alone, just to do those sections are astronomical.
The road commissioner? Brad?
Yeah, his name is Brad, he's our new,
What's his last name?
yeah, I'll get that to you. I sit on the board as well, liaison, so, but this topic comes up every couple of years, and it's kinda always the same answer. The astronomical amount that it would cost to upgrade these roads, so. Well, he'd be more than happy to come out and talk to us.
Okay. Well, we probably should invite him to the vision meeting. He'll turn into all my paved road.
yeah, right, that might get us attendance though.
Yeah, right, talk to the guy in charge of roads.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
mention it to him next month, invite him, if that's okay.
Well,
Just to a regular meeting.
And kind of the master plan is our goal forward, and it is a goal forward to eventually get, it's like, well, why, if I live on this side of 55, I get pavement, but if I live on this side of 55, I don't. I mean, so I think that it's important that we have this in as a goal. in our
You don't
master plan.
realistic goals.
Plus, there's money every now and then that surfaces for this kind of stuff.
Just grants and stuff.
Yeah,
I totally get
and what the.
Snyder Road.
Yeah.
That's the artery to get to Bolt Launch,
mhm,
Bob
which
Travis.
is a big
yeah,
thing for us. It's a long road though.
yeah. So I think that it stays on as the wish list, but I think that that would be for future is coming and talking to us about how those decisions get made would be good.
So, pardon my ignorance, but the county would be paying for these roads.
Mm.
So, we'd be paying for them,
Warren
It-
Township.
Northern Township.
It
would pay
can
for the roads?
happen a couple of ways. So there's, you know, a couple scenarios and, he's, with the prior supervisor or the managers went over it, but you could do a grant, special assessment, match, you know, they pay so much, you pay so much, so there, you know, there's a few different ways that it could happen, but still, it's pricey, very pricey.
Yeah.
Because the road, I mean, with the condition of the way the road is, and how it would have to be built up to be, you know, up to par to become paved, to maintain that stability of it being paved, so it takes a,
Yeah. It's not just pouring pavement on top of it. It's
exactly.
doing everything else around it too.
Yeah.
I know that the road graders come by quite often down Snyder. I mean,
Yeah, they do
it'll
that.
get pretty bad, and then all of a sudden, we'll turn off my street and it's like smooth.
Yeah, they, I mean, yeah, they got a great schedule as far as maintenance, but.
Yeah, it's never like closed shut or, I mean, it's covered in ice, but it's a dirt road.
They, with the new upcoming technology and material stuff, there is this material, I don't know the name of it, but it is, what's the word I'm looking for? It's specifically for dirt roads, so those, when I can get some more information on that, but Brad definitely could probably enlighten you guys on that, you know, that type of material. So maybe that would be an option for your goal, you know, for the future.
Well, if we're gonna invite Brad, I think we need to invite Brad to the meeting we have about future, the next one,
I could definitely put that invitation out for you.
which, public facility reconstruction. That's chapter 8 right now. Or chapter's back. Right? Yeah, future land use plan policies, goals, and actions. So,
Yeah.
maybe what we do is we figure out when that is, and then we'll know a month in advance when that's gonna be, and at that point we can see if Brad can attend that meeting. Which will be like at least 2 months from now. Cause we're on 7 now, we have 2 more chapters, and then we had that one, we're behind, we added a chapter in there, so.
Perhaps sometime in February.
I would think sometime, that probably makes sense. To see if he can come in and just talk to us about roads. I doubt anyone's gonna want a special assessment to add a paved road for a little bit on. I have to be wrong.
Well, sometimes the special assessments are just for the people that live along it.
Oh, okay.
I know that's how some of the Misaki County and Lake City, they did a section of road that was where, the family cottage was, and, they all had to sign on, and they had like a 10-year kind of pavement thing.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it was just the people who lived on the road to get it.
Okay.
And it's always, interesting when you have, you know, for others, and if you read, kind of in some of the cases and stuff, when you've got a road like that, and you've got 9 people willing to sign on and 1 not willing to sign on, so then they're kind of given it by force, a death that they didn't get too excited about, so
I got a
those
funny,
make for nice state cases.
I got a funny story about that, I'll tell you afterwards about Mary Kay.
Okay.
Yeah, his dad.
Yeah.
Then around page 61 now. Unless there's anything else on 60 you wanna talk about?
I didn't realize Great Lakes Energy was anywhere in our township, so that was kind of nice to.
They're up Washington.
We have,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
My parents have them on Washington.
Okay.
Page 60 is basically transportation trends, utilities. One thing we gotta change, and I didn't know this until this last week. Ace Technology, phone company, I believe sold to Ascentec.
Yeah.
So So that needs to change to a septic. Oh, page 61, right column. It says, telephone company via the Manistee 723 exchange and Ace Telephone Company via Hoxville 862. But, I was told this, just this last week that Ace sold to a Centec.
Needs to be changed to, how do you spell it? S-N?
Well, we should probably verify it, but, I mean, the tech guy from Ananon told me that, so pretty good source of knowledge.
Well, how do you spell that? What is it?
AC.
I don't know.
ACENT.
ACE.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
ACENT.
And it's no
Okay.
longer, Huxville Irons, Manistee are not long distance tolls anymore.
Correct.
Okay, so that's incorrect.
Hold it up.
Uh-uh, that's a local call when they call Manistee.
But on which exchange? Or are they all together? Like, is this Cal talking to other people?
No, it's on
They're
any,
all, they're all local?
they're all local.
So we need to change, call between Calvin, Boston, Irons, Hoxville, and ASD.
Yeah. Yeah, so that needs to be updated, I would say. Just would be the easiest way is that we update what that is.
Okay, all right, basically,
Yeah.
add a column.
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
there,
Okay.
Well,
I can call and make copies.
and like for the most densely populated areas near Wellston are serviced by Charter Communications cable. Mine's serviced by Helva Phone Company.
Yeah, there's no charter.
So there's, I think you can service with Charter, but it's one of the options, but it's not, they're not our primary. I mean, to me, this didn't make sense, that it seemed like it was, from the past, it wasn't,
Charter is not Spectrum, I see.
yeah. Oh, yeah, it's not Comcast,
I didn't realize Spectrum was even in town.
No,
yeah.
So this should
I
be
thought
the,
that,
not always.
yeah, didn't Comcast buy them
Some
all?
of them, but
Isn't Comcast the overseer of them all now? Yeah,
they probably
but,
changed before this is even finished.
yeah, but I think these are from the old, I don't think that we updated, I think it just got pulled, and so we
Right.
need to, this all needs to be cleaned up. But it did work out, the last sentence. Norman Township is committed to working closely, which, that's not closing, so typo, with the Manistee County Road Commission and its staff, so good time.
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't
We gotta edit that then. Last
Yeah.
sentence, Andy, Norwood Township is committed to working, not close, it says closing, probably closely.
Closely, that last sentence.
Page 61, final paragraph.
Yeah.
Closely.
Okay, that concludes our new business. Fortunately, old business includes master plan discussion, which we, just informed. Anything else you wanna talk about with the master plan? I'm done.
We did decide we were gonna try to be done by April, right? What was the
We
date,
wanna
what
have-
was the deadline we had on it?
We wanna have
March or April?
March.
Was
We
March.
wanna have the
Okay,
whole,
that's my fault,
we wanna have the whole master plan drafted before
That was my fault, I just need to clarify that, I told the board that it was reviewed for April. That was my fault.
But it will still be a rough draft, because we don't want
Yeah.
anybody to feel like when they come to the community meeting
Right,
that,
we're on our,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah, we're still looking for input and, but we've got kind of some thoughts.
But we're
Yeah.
well on the right path.
that was,
Yeah,
that I just needed to confirm what we, I forgot what we.
I think the one thing we talked about, not, like, we're gonna make the goals and add, the goals section, we're talking about doing in February, which is that, chapter 8 in the old, chapter 9 in the new one.
yeah.
I can't find that, it's in here somewhere. But, that what we're talking about, maybe not finishing that
Right,
one
until
until after the
okay.
president appointee, right in there, changing their different ideas.
Alright.
But then we wanted everything done by Memorial Day, that was our goal, we wanted to finalize copy by Memorial Day.
Okay.
We wanted the draft done before the vision.
One of the things that, Bob had left us some things in this Northwest, I can't read, had presented us to the county planning commission, and they were more than willing to have us, share in it. It's looking at how land is being used, and it's an interesting, because what they're really encouraging is that, like, out here where the Dublin store is, if you were gonna create more commercial, you would do it around the Dublin store, so that you're creating common, you wouldn't then 10 miles down the road put another little business. You try to get your businesses to sort of be together. And also because what they're finding is that people that are coming in now interested in communities and stuff are more interested in things being clustered together. Like they're liking downtowns more than they're liking malls. So that's why malls are starting to be shuttered and stuff, because people would rather go to a downtown district than, in that kind of having that sort of usage. But, Norman was kind of one that it makes sense that if we're doing something more, is there something more that might, and I don't even know that there's property around it to do it around Dublin, but when we look at that, we've got sort of a business.
Like a downtown area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely property, unfortunately, it's all zone residential right now.
Yeah,
So when we do the future land map, maybe we could modify that, or, there's two businesses right there, and the gas station and the Dublin store, and that draws a lot of people right there. Even, where the bud shop was, and real estate office before that was a business, but that's also zone residential.
yeah, and their little restaurant,
Little, yeah.
what is it?
Shandy's,
Yeah.
Shandy's.
Was there ever a downtown area that was?
I thought it was right here.
Yeah.
At one point, there was a main
Mhm.
drag,
Yeah, 'cause
post
there's
office.
a grocery store,
Yep,
by that empty lot now, by the post office.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember.
yeah, that burned down in
Hmm.
1980 or 82, it was like right after we moved here.
A lot of stuff's been torn down.
Yeah, and then the Weston Inn was the train station.
In the garage. There was a
Really?
garage there.
Yeah, I mean, and that is, as we get this done, the blight, it's just making sure that our master plan is solid of what we want, so that our zoning is written, that we're really addressing, because I just feel like we've just gotten really shabby from, what we remember over the years of what we saw.
Manistee County, or is it Manistee County or the city? Have they appointed a white officer?
In the city of
The
Manistee.
city of Manistee? Is
Yeah.
that city? It is not county?
I don't think he's making any friends.
No.
I'm sure he's.
I don't think he lives in Manistee.
Oh, no.
No,
Yeah, I'm
he's-
sure he's not.
Yeah, the city has one, a lot of the townships contract with the county blight person to, go
Interesting
out.
position.
Yeah, it worked really well when we had a retired
He's not a police officer?
The one that's, I don't think the one that's doing it now is, but it was kind of an interesting,
Yeah, I read that in the paper, I thought it was very, very interesting.
yeah. And it's not unique to our township, I mean, it's all over that this has kind of gotten out of,
Yeah.
you know.
I wasn't suggesting, I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, cause we put it on Bob and Ben to basically address those zoning violations, so, yeah.
Well, I'm happy they're willing to do it, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to get someone to volunteer for that job.
But you know, it's really interesting because you found some real good success when you address it and you've documented what needs to be done. If you take one court because it's not being resolved, you get 10 others to resolve. So there's something to be said about.
Like, set a precedent.
Yeah, because, you know, word gets out, ooh, they're actually doing something about this, I guess you know, when he comes knocking on my door, I can't ignore him anymore. So, I mean, there's something to be said about making sure that the follow through is there.
Would blight fall under like a wide range, or is it like guys are collecting scrap in their front yard kind of thing for years? Is that
That's
the
a
kind of
main.
thing? That's like the main, okay.
That and just, junk cars, buildings that need to be torn down, and then we have the windows out of. Anything that's attracting rats, though. I don't know.
Well, if rumors have any bearing, it sounds like that would be addressed soon. So sounds like someone might be purchasing it and doing something with it, so
Good.
hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
Alright.
Next meeting topics. So we can review the appendix. That's something we can talk about. Next meeting will be in January. We already set the meeting. January 27th.
I have some. Would anybody be interested in pushing meeting times back? Sessions, potentially,
What time are you thinking?
6:30, 7, something. Just,
I have no problem with that.
when we're this busy right now, it's hectic for me trying to get everything here. With my wife working in Traverse City, she's working out of report there, and trying to get home, especially with as busy as we are right now during the day. It's just hectic for me. And if nobody's with it, I can make it work, but it's, even 6:30 would work out better for me personally, but like I said, if it's an issue, it's a non-issue.
Are we thinking 6:30 or 7?
I don't care, it doesn't matter to me. I understand 6:30 is earlier, we got out a little earlier, get stuff done.
6:30 works for me because my kids go to bed at 7:45,
Okay.
and if I'm not there for that, maybe we're
I was busy.
Yeah. 6:30?
Is that okay?
That's fine, it's just, like I said, it's just right now, even if we go in the spring, we go back to 6, it's fine, it's just right now, we're that busy here.
We should probably make a motion for that, right?
Pass the motion, yeah.
So, make a motion.
I would make a motion to change the meeting times going forward to 6:30 instead of 6.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Joe did that out of turn, and I apologize, but I forgot about it.
Action item, put right in there.
And then, I'll ask you, since you're on the board, at what point is the citizen planning training required for everyone who works here?
I have to get clarification on,
It's within 6 months though, or a year?
I have to, like I said, I have
It's
to.
within the first year.
It's within the first year.
Yeah.
Pretty confident.
Okay, so you were trying to talk to you about it then?
He said within the first year, that
We gotta
he
get
had
him
to
set
sign
up.
things,
Well, I just finished online,
Okay,
I love that,
okay.
so,
I did the in person,
yeah.
Okay.
and I found the one online very painful.
Very-
But
oh,
I'm
that's
old
right.
school, like you're new school. Yeah, it's a difference in learning.
What's it called?
Citizen planners.
Citizen
I
plan.
have all the information for it,
Okay, that's great.
so.
And Star will, is the one that will
I will,
set you
I
up.
will email her
Okay.
tonight and then,
Okay.
just need.
Yeah,
How do you spell your name?
Michael Lynn, it's Michael Lynn Martin.
Oh, that's easy.
So,
Okay.
so in order to not have communication outside of this, I would have to send an email to you and you email it to everyone.
I will just email everyone, I'll see what you want,
Okay.
but getting them, I'll get them set up.
Okay.
I'll do it from my phone. I just need email addresses.
When you sign up for it,
Mhm.
it says it'll take you like, I don't know, 40 hours or something like that. to finish it, but I did it over the course of like a month and a half.
Yeah, that's how I did it
It
too.
took me like, I did like a half an hour every day.
Yeah. Do a section here, do a section there, it's really pretty easy.
It actually is a lot of information I never even thought about.
yeah.
So,
You become very attached to Spartyville.
yeah, right? Come on, Spartyville. Get that strip mall. You gotta take care of that white manufacturing facility.
Yes. It's definitely well done. I was totally impressed with the quality and the quality of trainers.
So for next meeting, we'll review the appendix, this appendix. Maybe, if you guys haven't started the citizen planner training, we'll make sure you have it in print in front of you, so you know what you gotta do.
Do you guys, they're not offering in-person courses right now, are they, around here?
Maybe once or twice a year, you know?
Yeah, I don't think so,
Okay.
but I think you can go on the Michigan State page,
Okay.
Bob could check that,
So you guys do have the option. I mean,
yeah.
it's up to you guys if you wanna do it in person or not, if you guys wanna do it in person, I can get you paid.
But I think you would be traveling for that, because I
Yeah.
don't think that
And
Nancy
Nicole,
County will
Jerry
get it
Nicole.
for a while again. Yeah, cause they just did 21, I don't think they'll offer it again for a while.
Is that a day? Or one?
It's one day a week for
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, time-wise, it makes more sense to do it online, because then you can structure it around your time. Because by that 6-week night, I found myself kind of going, you know, but she promised pizza for the last one, so.
I can get pizza.
I know. We always had good snacks.
Alright, is there anything else want to add for next week's meeting, next month's meeting?
I
You won't be here.
won't be here, and I will send if I have any thoughts for anything else, send them to Bob. So, because that is the way that I can communicate, you know. So I'll send, kind of look at the stuff and from my input too.
And you were here for the last meeting, but we're not supposed to communicate with each other about this stuff.
Oh, okay.
So if you, like, out of this room, so,
Okay, yes.
like, whenever, if you have something you wanna ask the group, you can email Bob, and Bob will email everybody.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That way it keeps that,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, sounds good.
Anything else? A motion to adjourn the meeting,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Yay.
I know too much.
I didn't understand the joke until the Ben Road.
He does.
Pine Lake Road.